yesterday and today there were bombs sent to a number of prominent Democrats, including Obama and Hillary, former Attorney General Eric Holder, Congresswoman Waters. And a lot of people are saying that this is proof of the polarization in the U.S. and all the like. Trump did a response to it. He condemned this affair, these bombs being sent, explosive devices. But you know what I find so funny is that I'm surprised we don't have more of these. Simply because if you go on any comment section online, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or whatever, you're gonna find plethoras of comments expressing an almost comical disdain for the people involved in the political sphere, just involved in politics on both sides. And these comments go unchecked. A lot of times they don't have to do with policy, they're just mean-spirited. Oh, I hope this happens to this person. And when you have a culture that allows that kind of behavior to be out in the open, but then doesn't utilize such accessibility to this kind of rhetoric to then go and find people who are talking out of term and threatening violence and spewing the kind of distaste for someone that would make you think they were planning on doing something, then you run into this kind of problem where it doesn't become a thing we talk about or discuss on any of these news stations or shows until it's too late. And weapons have been sent to attack or harm somebody that someone disagrees with politically. People are saying that Trump has some role to play in this. I think that I'm not going to forget him saying that he would personally fight protesters or pay the fees of those that fought protesters at his campaign rallies during the election cycle. But he himself has also been the target of such attacks. So it's just this thing where both sides have played to it in their own ways. And people are saying that the stuff with the Congress individuals where you had some Republicans having people go up and yell at them was leading up to this or something. I don't agree with that, because if you have a person going up to the representative and saying, I disagree with you, because they're upset at them, I think that's different from I disagree with you, let me attack you, let me mail something to your home or whatever. That I see a difference in that. And that's something that people should, because my whole thing is we live in a representative democracy where you can't if you call your congressperson, more often than not they're going to have a staffer speak to you or you'll be on voicemail. They very rarely hold town halls. Accessibility to these people, it seems, is just not even possible at this point for the most part. So when someone gets frustrated by that and lashes out and says, hey, we have all these issues you're not addressing, and says it to their face, I don't have a problem with it, especially when, if you look at particular instances, you had multiple occurrences of people going to restaurants and eating out at places, and they're wealthy enough to where they could eat at home if they wanted to avoid all these protests. So I don't condone sending these weapons to any of these people. I'm not a fan of any of them. But we have to have some kind of check and balance where you start taking what people are writing online seriously. Go watch the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez comments streams I did, where there were about 2 or 3 people that gave her death threats, and she's not even in office yet. So, bye.